Alright, and here's the finished set after I got got it restrung. So I hope you can hear that. To me, they are some of the most beautiful chimes I have. Okay, this is my video on how to make some wind chimes, some beautiful wind chimes, out of some galvanized fence posts, some top rail to galvanized fence. It won't be a step-by-step video on how to make them. There are a number of videos that will show you step-by-step, and I would direct you to Lee Height's website. There's the link right there. And pretty much everything I have as far as the calculations for the lengths and different methods for putting this stuff together came from Lee Height's website, and some recommendations from people that have built chimes from his website. So this is more about just how to make these chimes with some tips along the way, but more than anything, so that you can start the process and move along without wondering what to do. So just some very practical things. As I said, everything is from the measurements I got for these wind chimes came from the Lee Height website. This is the lengths and such for the 1 1/4 inch pipe. That's what these galvanized pipes are. They're right at 1 1/4 inch. And these particular chimes are the C3. I've also made a set of C4. I really like the C3, and I stuck with the notes on the pentatonic scale. This is actually some of my notes. You can see the notes that I used and the lengths of these pipes, and that's very helpful. And then these are the pivot points for your hangers. And one thing that I did is a different way of doing the pivot points, and I'll have a video embedded in here for that, and you can see right here what I used was a piece of fence tie. This is fence tie for galvanized fence, for chain link fence or hurricane fence, depending on what you call it. These are very flexible and easy to work with, and I would just cut them to length and nail them into the drill a hole into the pipe at the proper pivot point, put them in the hole, and just tap them out until the ends became flared. If you can see, that end is flared, and it's flared there. Of course, this is painted. Now, I'll see if I can let you see down in the middle of the pipe. Well, you're not going to be able to see very well. But as you start putting that pin in and flaring it, you can also tap it a little harder, and it'll bend that pin within the pipe to make a V. And that V notch is where you hang your string or whatever you're going to use to hang the chime. In this case, I used heavy fishing line for these. Now, these have been hanging for about 2 years, and the fishing line has started to give away. This was really a prototype that I made. And so I'm going to rehang these with some heavy dutier line. This is some that I have right here. And I also show how to do that on another video. But these are all the measurements. Part for the chime. This is the top. Not very proud of that, but it's made out of plywood and it's been up there for a while. I'm going to change that as well. This is what I used to hang it. This was just a turnbuckle. That's a recommendation in Lee Height's website as well, and how to do that. I found that's probably the easiest way, as opposed to trying to hang it from, you know, different points of string from the top. Last thing, this is how I use this to center the pipe in my drill press. If you don't have one and you're going to make a lot of chimes, I would recommend buying one of those. They're fairly cheap, or you can make one. But you just set the pipe in the middle of it, and that automatically, when you bring your drill bit down, assuming you've already got this in the right place under your drill press, you bring it down and it'll drill in the middle of your pipe for you. This is the pattern that I used. Once again, this is from Lee Height's website, and you can see it's an 8-inch, right at 8-inch top, with all of the holes marked and the places for the wind chimes. You can use a star ringer, and I've used those before. They're pretty neat. But I used the round wooden ringer in this case. But there it is, 5 chimes, 1 1/4 inch or 1 1/2 inch diameter tubing. But I wanted to show this because, and I'll have I'll include in the video the chime completed. And to me, it's one of the most beautiful chimes I have and that I've made. And of course, it was just out of galvanized pipe that I had laying out back. So I hope this is helpful to you. You know, I love listening to the wind chimes. So go out there and look for God. He is out there, and you can find him. So have a blessed day. Bye. I'll put it in this hole here, and I'll pause the video for a second, set the phone up, and show you how to do this. Pipe, and put the fence tie into the pipe, and leave yourself a little room on one side, and then just clip the other side off. And you can see probably there. And then it's just a matter of setting this up on your vise or a hard surface, and just start tapping that in. And I rotate it around, rotate the hammer around, rotate the pipe around. You can see what it's doing. It's flaring that end because this is very soft metal. And it's also flaring this other side. And at the same time that it's flaring it, it's bending it's bending that wire in the pipe. This one I did more quickly than I usually do.